feel like a motherfucking cat in this fuck.
Oh, turn the music down. I could certainly do that for you, love. Get fucked. Hey! Is that better, sweetheart? I'm going to the dentist tomorrow. Any awkward dental stories? I have actually made eye contact with a foot, with a duck, with a cat, with a baseball bat, with a foot, with a foot, with a dentist whilst he was looking in my dick, right down it, bitch, right in my mouth. And I just went, can I bite your dick? Like, whilst he was right looking in there. And he leaned the fuck back. So, yeah, I have had a few awkward moments. But I don't go to the dentist often. My teeth are pretty strong. They don't really need much maintenance. Brandon, if you're about, would you mind getting us some gachi so we can have a little bit of a party? I am. While I wait, I'm just going to check her toes and everything because I haven't recently. So bear with me while I do some buddy care before I let her go. Because I'm going to forget otherwise. Oh, it's okay, Bun. She doesn't like having her toes checked, but unfortunately it's a necessity. Oh, baby Bun. Okay. So her butt is okay. Gotta check that for eggs and stuff, but it's okay. Get flipped. Get flipped. I think she does need a clip. You need the clip. You need the clap. You need a baseball bat. Don't touch her toes. Yeah, they don't like it. They really don't like it, but I have to check on it. And toes seem like they do need a clip, but her feet seem healthy. She's got such a cute little belly. What motivates you to stream? At first, it was just a fun thing to do where I could get drunk, play computer games, and hang out with more friends that could fit in my like team for Overwatch and things like that. Now, I'm really enjoying watching other people benefit from it and grow as people. I'm really watching kitten. I'm really enjoying watching people flourish and gain social skills and find people that are like-minded and support each other. I'm loving that element of it, and that really motivates me to stream. I think I love coming on here and being an excuse for good people to come together. I think that the nature of my stream is that because I have trigger words and stuff, only people who can be handed a weapon and they will be passive still, they're handed the opportunity to cause harm and will choose consistently not to. Those are the kinds of people who are able to stay on the stream. So when they congregate off stream on Discord and stuff, that's kind of what I love seeing. It's beautiful, and I am always going to be back here hoping to draw in more people so that they can connect to each other. I think I love that part the most. You know what's really weird? Like, I don't fuck. I double dunk, bitch. I don't use like products. I don't wash my skin with anything. I don't use soap or anything like that. I just let the water do its thing. And I smell like I smell like cunt. I smell like I'm so glad I smelt my wrist and not my hand when I said that. I knew where you'd take that. It's kind of like baby powder. It's kind of like baby powder. That's what it smells like to me. Yeah, like that talcum powder stuff. And I don't know why. Up to the wrist. You managed to take it there anyway, for fuck's sake. She's good squishy. Look at these ears. Look at these ears, they're so cute. They're like white on the inside. Terrence decided to snip my finger whilst I was doing the gardening a little while back. I had like those big gardening snips, and yeah, because I trim my grass by hand because I'm very, very sensitive towards the bugs and stuff. I don't want to just like throw loads of insects through the grinder. I've just raised and released a fuck ton of ladybirds, so I don't want to just mow the lawn and kill them all. So I trim the grass by hand, and I take in big scrunches of it for the rabbit. And yeah, Terrence decided that he wanted to trim my fingers as well. I'll tell you this story. I'm going to tell you guys about something that happened to me that I haven't actually spoken about. I don't know why I suddenly feel the urge to do so. I've never spoken about it before. A lot of people have asked about it and I've declined. But fuck it, let's do this. So I went through hell when I was traveling to New York. I went through hell at the airport. I was treated so fucking badly that for the first time I burst into tears, I cried in public, and I was stuck in front of an entire plane's worth of people crying my fucking eyes out, being stared at by every single one of them, which made my tics worse, which was what got me in trouble in the first place. Every step of the way it was a challenge. I got turned away when I tried to get on the plane. Just before I set foot on the plane, I was stuck in a city I didn't know, navigating people who didn't know about my condition. I had to find a hotel. I had to find my way through really dangerous situations. I was just stuck alone in lifts with people, smacking them on the back of the arm and things like that. Just, yeah, there was a lot of moments where I was terrified. There was a lot of moments where I got stuck. There was a lot of moments where I thought people were going to call the police. There was a lot of moments where I was offered help and then abandoned. And I just ended up in really awkward situations where I thought I was at risk. And that, during going through all of that stuff, there was a moment where I was shaking. I was fucking terrified. I was on a plane. I'd just got in a lot of trouble. And I was sat down. I finally got on the plane. I thought I was going to be stuck again. And this woman, she sat next to me. Okay, so the first thing she did was we had to get on this little truck. And I was stuck in a truck, crammed in between lots of people. I was shouting lots of inappropriate things, and everyone was staring at me silently. Not a single person was saying a word. I was the only person saying anything. And I kept shouting really inappropriate stuff. Stuff I won't say intentionally because I would get banned. So it was really humiliating and just nerve-wracking to have all these eyes on me. And this lady turned to me and she was like, "Do you want to come in closer to me? How are you doing?" She started interacting with me and talking with me. And she said, "It's okay. You have Tourette's, don't you?" She was a carer. She had a daughter with disabilities, and she was like just very clued in and very warm and welcoming. And when we got out, I couldn't get into the queue of people to go up the stairs into the plane because I didn't want to have a tic where I pushed someone off over the rail, and I didn't want to punch anyone. And I was behind a baby as well. And I was having a lot of motor tics. I had bruised my hands. I'd been punching things so much. And I couldn't get on the plane. And I stood back and they were like, "You have to get on the plane now." And I was like, I can't get in queues. They had offered me support the whole way through before when I called in. And when I was in England at the airport, they helped me a lot. They fucked my friends. They fucked them. They fucked my friends. They pushed my cunt. They pushed it. Wow. They helped me through the queues. I spent like 4 minutes from the door to the plane, basically. They got me on so fast. They skipped all the queues and everything. They really helped me. In America, they looked me up and down and went, "You don't need a wheelchair. You don't need support," because their special assistance is based on disabilities, and the only disabilities they really recognised were physical. So when I explained that I had tics and stuff, and that I didn't want to shout things like I have a bomb and stuff, and have security jump on me, and I didn't want to hit anyone, and I didn't want to like shout inappropriate stuff at children and stuff, and because I didn't want to be in a crowd where I could potentially get started on because people don't understand what's going on. And they were like, "Well, I don't know about that. I'm sorry," and they just left me. And I couldn't get on this plane because I couldn't stand behind this kid. I'd already been punching things, and I didn't want to punch the kid. So I stood back, and they were like, "You have to get on the plane," and they were really pestering me, and I was like, "Oh God, I'm not going to be able to get on again." And this lady, her husband was disabled and he was in a wheelchair, so they were being moved aside, just them, onto this special lift that they wheeled onto that carried them all the way up and then onto a separate entrance to the plane. And that's where special assistance was helping them. And she grabbed a hold of me, pulled me over and said, she's coming with us. And they're like, no, she doesn't need special assistance. She's like, no, I'm not getting on this lift and until she comes with me. And she saved me basically, and she got me into the area I should have been in. She held my hand. She sat with me, she talked with me, she helped me in every way she could, and she calmed me down, and she told me loads of stories about her life and everything, and she was like, if you need help again, I'll make sure you get it. And when we got off the plane, she stuck with me, she took me through with special assistance, even though special assistance essentially abandoned me. So she really fucking helped me, and if she hadn't, I would have got turned away again, and I would have been stuck in New York. So with no hotel or anything. So she pretty much fixed every bit of the problem. I did actually document a bit of it, but I never ended up wanting to tell anyone after. I was so ashamed because I didn't want to fuck my friends. I didn't want to tell anyone about it because after streaming for nearly a year, I'd become a bit of I'd been made to feel like I'd given a lot of people hope. I'd been made to feel like I'd shown people how to be strong and to not be ashamed. And I felt like if anyone knew, that I would have undone that. So I was too ashamed to really speak about it and what happened in detail because I let it get to me. So yeah, I didn't mention it. But yeah, I'm really grateful that she helped me because she also showed me how to be kind and reach out to people. Even when I have social anxiety sometimes, and because of my condition, I fear being misunderstood and my intentions being misunderstood. So sometimes I wuss out of reaching out and helping people when I see them in need. I think about doing it and then I wuss out. Like an example, there was a lady ahead of me in the queue and she couldn't afford both items and I wanted to offer to pay for one of them, but I bottled it because I didn't want to accidentally tick and offend her. And it's people like her, this lady who helped me on the plane, who really inspire me to fuck nuggets, to try anyway, and to have the courage to reach out and help people when I can, because sometimes it makes all the difference. It shows how far we've got to go when understanding disabilities. Yeah, sorry, I didn't think that would actually make me this sad. But yeah. Yeah, I'm okay. But yeah, it's just, yeah. You get a lot of pressure to handle things. You get a lot of pressure when you get a lot of positive reinforcement for not giving a fuck what people think of you. It's hard to come forward and say that sometimes it's still hard. But to be fair, despite how tough it was, I'm really glad I did it because I managed to travel alone. I managed to get from point A to point B, even if there were a few hitches. I was told by one of the ladies that I could get a refund for at least one of my tickets, but it wasn't the case. They refused. So yeah, that was really troubling. And I don't think I'll travel again just in case. Because when I had someone with me, it was much easier to get through all of this stuff. Like, not just from an emotional support level, but if someone sees you with a carer who explains things, especially when you're having trouble speaking, yeah, then, because sometimes when you get really nervous and you have to explain the situation, especially with Tourette's, like, because it's a tense situation, you just can't, and you just tick a lot because emotions really trigger it. So, yeah. It's much easier when you have someone with you. I gotta say, if you do have a condition that makes it hard, I'd still try. I hope that my story doesn't put you off, because I'm really glad I did it anyway, just because it means that I know that I can.